For nearly a decade, you've been asking Jason questions. But did anyone think to fact check this guy? This is the Audit Jason Show. Hello, everybody. My name is Jason Piercey, and this is the Audit Jason Show. And I'm Jason, and I'm also the whatever. It is exactly as self-indulgent as it sounds. I'm in real estate. I've been making real estate content and videos and stuff for well over a decade. And the world is different. I'm different. And the market is definitely different than it was whenever I made whatever video. So we're going back through all of them and pointing out how I'm wrong. And it's just time to do one more. So here we go, out of the vault, the 15th episode of the Ask Jason Show. Let's watch this thing.
On this episode, pay attention, because it's important. And Scooby-Doo says Christmas. This real estate stuff is not easy.
I'm so angry and handsome.
Answer them. This is the Ask Jason Show. Hello, everybody. My name is Jason Piercey, and this is episode 15 of the Ask Jason Show. I have to go say goodbye to Facebook Live. I will see you guys soon. Thank you for tuning in. Boom, that's done. Whew, we're hammering them out today.
When was the last time I had that much energy? Like, what, Director Joe? Like, when was the last time you saw that guy? What? He's looking through his phone like somehow I would be there. I don't know. Maybe that's creepy. I don't know. This is just makes me, I don't know if I'm feeling nostalgic or just sad that my youth has left me. But I was so jazzed just then. Anyway, let's see what's up.
This episode, I had my jacket on, and it was way too warm, so that's off. Still got the fidget cube, best thing ever. Still got coffee. No, wait. Second best thing ever. Still got coffee. And I'm ready
Verified.
to get another question. So, I had so many. If you saw the last one, you'll know. But I had to write them down. I'm saving this one because it's the most real, strategic thing that you can implement into your business or into your life right now if you want to sell a house. So, here.
I have high hopes now. The single most strategic, tactile, implementable thing that you can put in your life if you want to sell a house right now. So I have high hopes. And now, this was a heavy buyer's market at that time. So this would be sort of the inverse of where we are right now. Right now, we have no inventory. The last two houses that the Ask team listed, we sold both of them in 4 days or less, and both of them for at least $50,000 over asking. So we're in a totally different world. I want to see what happened back then.
I want to sell right now, keeping in mind this is December the 15th. Episode 15, December the 15th. It's like magic, Joe. Not really, just a coincidence. I want to sell right now, but the timing feels bad. So what do I do? So if you're hiring me to sell your place, the first thing that I'm doing, and this is important because timing is related to the demographic who we expect to buy your house. So if you're hiring me as your realtor and I'm selling your house, the very first thing that we're going to do, and this is important because it
just spit it out.
Sub-demographic, what target market who's buying your house is going to dictate the timing of when you go to the market and how you do that in some ways. So the first thing I'm doing is thinking about who is likely going to be the one who purchases whatever segment of home you have. I take that person and I reverse engineer reaching them based on their activity, based on who they are as a person. And once I've done that and I know who they are, then I can determine in a timeline on a scale across the holiday season, what makes the most sense.
Okay.
But generally speaking, this is likely going to be the answer. This is 8 years in real estate for me. And no, that's a lie, not every year. 7 of the 8 years, the busiest month that I had for written business, so for writing contracts to buy and sell houses, has been January.
Yeah.
7 out of 8 times. And that is a lot. That's more than the amount of dentists that recommend Sensodyne. That's a really high, valuable number.
I like that. I like that.
Furthermore, that all would have happened. You're still laughing at the dentist thing.
Yeah, I am.
And all of that would have happened in like the last 3 weeks of January versus 4 weeks plus in the rest of the year. Why it is that way, first of all, I don't care. I just know that it's true. Why doesn't really matter. It's just knowing that it's true lets me help you. If I kind of had to guess, I would say, like, we assume that there's going to be 24 deals done in a year and it averages out 2 per month, but only one happens in November because people start to slack off and none happen in December. Then you have that hangover of those 3 deals that are going to carry over into January, plus the original 2 deals that should have been in January anyway. And what it adds up to is you should have your house on the market in January. Now, here's about the part about that that's going to suck for you. You get through Christmas, everybody has a good time, you get over the hangovers, like that's because it's going to be a really very real part of it. And taking the Christmas tree down while drinking rum and eggnog is not as much fun as putting it up. But by the time New Year's is over, and
my eggnog experience has changed in my life. I bought my first bit of eggnog the night before last. I just bought a 1 liter. And now, over the winter, I replace cream in my coffee in the morning with eggnog. And it's actually kind of nice. I like it. It's different. It's not as different as whatever this is. But what is this? Vanilla latte from a pod in a Keurig. Did you say satchit? Satchit. All right, back to your regular schedule programming. Anyway, let's go.
and the third and the fourth and the fifth roll around, I need to be in taking pictures of your home, doing video of your home, probably with the guy behind this camera right now, because Joe's the man.
Still true.
Giving me thumbs up. And I need that to be ready for the start of the second week in January, because those 3 weeks are going to be busy. So, to answer your question, I want to sell right now, but timing feels bad. What do I do? 2 answers. 1, call me. 2, list to start the second week of January. Also, perhaps more importantly, enjoy the holiday season while you wait to do that.
Okay, so that appears to be the end of the episode. I want to add some context here. So he's talking in the middle of December, did he say? What was it? December 15th. Yeah. Who's he? Director Joe asks. He is me from back then. The video was filmed on December the 15th of, I don't know, 1930 something, however long ago it was. And now it's the end of the first week of November. So regardless of the market that you're in, there's like 4+ weeks between this moment in time that we're in now. If you're asking me the same question, I want to sell, but it feels like bad timing. There's 4+ weeks before our market in this timeline is at the same point that it was when past me was talking all those years ago. So I agree. What? You're laughing. Was it just too awkward? It does. It feels like a bit of a Back to the Future thing, doesn't it? Well, if whatever advice I gave was that bad or that good, and what I'm about to say now would ruin it, then the version of me from the other timeline should show up or isn't that how that works? Something like that. Anyway, so you have more time in our market right now than you had if you watched him say that then, because that was December the 15th. If it were December 15 right now and you wanted to sell your house, I would probably tell you, like, dude, dudette, them, whatever, however you go by, the likelihood that it sells now is super low, but I can make it happen. I can make it happen because I've learned how to orchestrate things such that we get higher demand than I was able to do then. And it's just from experience and market conditions. So we could make it happen now. Between now, which is early November, and Christmas, I could get your house on the market and sold. We did 2 earlier this week, just like we said a minute ago. So generally speaking, because we live in such a heavy Christian religious based community all through where we live. Christmas is a huge part of our culture here. So things will slow down over those holidays, 100%. But all of the data that I referenced back then about, was it 8 years? 7 of the 8 years, January was the biggest month for written business. And that doesn't mean transactions are closing. That means like people are signing deals to buy houses that might close in February, March, whenever. That's probably still true in the following 8 or 9 or 10 years, whatever it's been since that video was made. I would think at least the same ratio, if not more. January has still been like a really, really big month for written deals. So I would argue that that is really solid advice. It's still solid advice, but because market conditions have changed where we are right now, if you need to sell and you need to sell now, I can make it happen before the holidays. Actually, probably kind of easier. The hardest thing now would be making sure that a lawyer has enough time to close the transaction, because our registry of deeds is archaic. And in order for a searcher to literally thumb through ancient pieces of paper at the registry of deeds to make sure that your title has a clear history back to whenever the last fire that destroyed everything was, and make sure that nobody can have a claim against you, blah, 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 put title insurance on it. The hardest thing about getting your house sold and closed before Christmas now is going to be making sure a lawyer can do it fast enough. Did I answer what? Yeah, that was right. I was in the middle of saying something else. Let's hear the rest of this as it wishes you happy holidays and something, because I said Scooby-Doo. At some point, in the intro, the cold intro, I said there was going to be a Scooby-Doo reference. I'm yet to see that. It must be coming up. Everything, a very Merry Christmas. A very Merry Christmas. We'll see you next time. Christmas. That must have been.
This episode,
No.
I'll tell you.
There's not even a post-credit. You know what happened? I guarantee you what happened there. Stop. I guarantee what happened there is I intended, when we filmed it, because this happens, we filmed it and I said, a very Merry Christmas. And I was like, Christmas? That's a Christmas. When I sound like Scooby-Doo, Merry Christmas. And you were supposed to edit that part in and you didn't. And then that's definitely what happened. Do you agree? Yeah, he does. He agrees. Now, he could not agree and you wouldn't know the difference because the camera doesn't face him. But he does agree. Anyway, Happy Hanukkah or whatever. I don't think it sounds, I shouldn't have said Scooby-Doo. I should have said Astro. I think it's a better Astro reference. I love you, George. The Jetsons? Yeah. He was searching for it. He couldn't think of it. Couldn't remember the Jetsons. And he's like a Trekkie. And you like Star Wars, but Star Trek, yeah, he loves, yeah, okay, way better. Anyway, that's enough of that nerd stuff. I love nerd stuff, actually, truth be told. Thank you very much for watching. Peace be with you. Live long and prosper. Catholic snuck out in me there.